let's take it away. We're super excited, guys. This is called Faux Twins, Real Conversations. So those who know what "faux" actually means in French will get it. But anyways, this is episode 1. We're super excited. We have the lovely
Zinhle Masango.
I love it how she got it on cue.
That was so
Please introduce yourself. Not that you need any intro, but
wow.
yeah.
So my name is Zinhle Masango, also known as ZeeFitness Junkie. Must tell them what I do.
Please do. Please.
I am a certified nutritionist, certified life coach.
Amazing.
I'm a corporate hun. I'm a SA bodybuilding champ.
Corporate hand, which a lot of people probably don't know.
Yeah. I have a 9 to 5.
Sure.
And yeah, I'm an Under Armour ambassador. I am a Tri-Focus Fitness Academy ambassador, Wellness Warehouse ambassador. And yeah, that's a little bit about me.
The accolades.
Yo.
And I'm a mother.
Now the mother. Hey, and your mom. Hey,
I'm a mother. Yeah.
I actually did
I was
that.
going crazy on that.
Z, tell us a bit about yourself. How did you get into fitness? A bit of background.
Okay. So from like.
And then, in a nutshell, when you were,
in a nutshell,
and then, but go into detail when you got into the fitness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've always been athletic. I did athletics. I was a sprinter.
That's a
I did
flex, by the
netball.
way.
Thank you.
Young
I did netball, softball. I never did soccer, no.
Okay.
Action cricket. I
Dope.
did that as well. And then just growing up, that kind of fell off due to the kind of life I chose. I was one of the cool kids in high school. So that kind of fell off.
Started partying.
But, yeah, 100%. And then as time progressed, I just found the gym. I started my first gym contract I got when I was like 17, and I've been training since then. And then what happened is when I then got engaged, my then partner was abusive, and the gym thing just became so much deeper.
Yeah.
So even hence the name Fitness Junkie. It's like it was my drug to get out of that out of that situation.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thanks for clarifying that. I never knew where the name came
Now
from.
you know it's not just.
It's not just, because,
Wow.
it's just
No.
a fitness junkie. Sure.
That's deep.
Okay. And then how did you get into competing once you got into gym? How did you get into
Yeah.
competing per se?
So competing, actually,
led
it
to
was
that?
so weird how it happened. So I was pushing, flexing on the gram, and then Jack Lotter decided to invite me to his stable, and I thought to myself, you know what, if I have like the creme de la creme when it comes to coaches, why not take the opportunity and actually prep with this guy, and let's see what'll happen.
Yeah.
I don't think being on stage was ever a goal of mine.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, it's just something that happened. And obviously I competed in 2018. I did 2 shows, a provincial show and a national show. I placed both in the shows. I placed second rather in both shows. And then fast forward to 2021, I decided to go back again, and I then won my show because I think I knew my body better. Thank you.
Congrats.
I knew my body better. And this time around, I really prepped. I think the first few times I was like, I'd eat go slows every day, but I'm on prep, and it's like, but
That's damn go slows.
But I came back much stronger, still with Jack, and that's how I got into bodybuilding.
How's the journey been like as a black female in a space that's dominated by white ladies, white people?
Yeah.
How's it been?
Funny enough, my first 2 shows, actually, come to think of it, all my shows I've been to, I've always been the only black chick.
Wow.
So I compete in PCA. Other federations, yes, I have seen black chicks. Black chicks going on stage, but every time I compete, the weird thing is I'm always the only black chick. And to be quite honest, it's very taboo for black women to look the way I do, very muscular. Women are usually, voluptuous and soft but for me, I think it's the one thing that's made me stand out. A lot of people would say, no, they'd bash me for it in the beginning, but I think now that, especially with my previous prep where I shared my journey, I think people learned what actually it takes to prep, and I think it gave me more respect than bash, because like I'm saying, back in the day, I used to get bashed for the way I looked, and it's just now that people are, for some reason, just applauding me for it. There's this like it's a post, like it goes, first they laugh at you, yes, and then they respect you, 100%,
and that's literally your journey. You spoke about taboo right there. What are no
oh, you bringing us there?
I mean, sometimes we like to party, but I mean, spoke about taboo. What are some of the the stereotypes that you've encountered, faced?
I think obviously that black women shouldn't look strong,
Damn. Even though
y'all are strong.
Superheroes.
You guys are superheroes.
Yes, that's the weird thing actually, where they're like, black women are strong, da-di-da-di-da, but they don't want us to look it. So for me, that's been the biggest stereotype. I think that's just been that, I try to shy away from negative things, so I don't dwell in that, and every time I just hear something negative, I just move swiftly along.
How did the family sort of take that? How was that? How was the support or the lack thereof?
I remember my mom would always, hey, Guni, usolo kuya gym, and I think she never really understood what the gym does for me till today. But I think now is the time where she can see that, oh my gosh, all she's been doing for all these years is finally paying off now. Her seeing me on TV, in magazines, on newspapers, in radio.
On this show.
On this
Mom.
show.
Mama, I've been making it.
And of course, being able to make money out of what I do.
Nice.
And I think she's now found respect for what I do.
Dope. How much, in terms of money, how lucrative is it to be in the competing space?
In South Africa, it's not at all.
Okay.
I'll be very honest with you. Funny enough, we're discussing it with my partner, and I was saying that we spend so much money during a prep, and then you go on stage for 5 minutes, and then you get a tub of protein.
Wow.
Overseas, it's very different. Obviously, when you do it professionally, they earn money, but I mean, I'm an influencer as well, and that's where I make most of my money, not necessarily from bodybuilding.
How do you think the SA industry can improve, change? What are some of the loopholes? What are some of the challenges that the industry is facing so that it can become something lucrative?
I think if it's more inclusive, first of all, I think of people of color. But once again, it's a very expensive sport, and I think people don't understand that. They think bodybuilding is going to the gym, eating chicken and broccoli, and having a protein shake and going to sleep. And it's not that. There's so many factors that go into a prep, even financially. I mean, the clothes that you wear, the hair, the makeup, the this, the that. I mean,
the shopping
I hardly have hair,
the shopping
but
at Macro, the food, everything.
100%, so that, and I think obviously, as well as just fine-tuning the rules, because you might find that rules in this federation are different to that one. I think also just making it financially feasible for us, you know what I'm saying? Because like I'm saying, if you're going to spend about 25,000 Rand on a prep to go win a 500 Rand protein tub, it just doesn't, you know what I'm saying? But for some of us, like for me, going on stage and having a prep or doing a prep is to see how far I can push myself. And that's why I decided last year, I was like, for the first time ever, financially I'm stable, emotionally I'm stable, mentally I'm stable, physically, my body, I was stable. So I thought the foundation has been done, so let's see what we can build.
Really dope.
What is your approach to like pre-comp, post-comp?
Yo!
How does that go?
So pre-comp is, I don't think, there's obviously the thought in your mind, am I going to compete? Am I not going to compete? When am I going to compete? What division am I going to do? So obviously those are the questions that will go through your mind prior to prep, and it's kind of like you just dive into it There's no other way. It's not like you can prep to prep.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you decide that though?
Huh?
Do you and your coach like sort of look and then
No,
say,
so actually for me to prep last year, Sabo and I had a 6-week lean out challenge where we wanted to see who's going to look better at the end of 6 weeks.
Hectic.
You won,
And-
right?
Yeah, I won.
Oh.
But
Standard.
Actually, I think he should have won. He looked like I looked better, yes, but his transformation
Oh,
was
okay, the
better
progress.
than
Yeah,
mine. But I still won. So I thought to myself, I was like, dude, let's just prep, you know, because I feel like we've been doing this for 6 months. Yes, we weren't like super strict, but I was starting to see results again.
100%.
And obviously, I'm one person that's very goal driven. So if I knew that, because after the 6 weeks, what was going to happen? We're going to get fat again. You know, lack
Yeah,
of a
that's
better
a-
word. So I
yeah.
was just like, let's just carry on and let's see what happens. And then we decided, obviously, to go on stage.
What's your diet like? Both, because now, you know, pre-comp,
Yeah,
post-comp.
pre-comp, post-comp. Oh, but he also asked
Yeah,
post-comp.
yeah.
The thoughts. Yo, guys, the thing is, your body goes through so much in those 12 weeks, and you are literally cutting out so much that when you can, hey, listen here, you're gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying?
You
So
wanna
obviously,
go
because you're not drinking during
Yes.
during your prep, so I'm the type of person that after prep, I literally I let loose
go
and I
ham.
was here. But I was
Go
still
ham.
going to gym. Yes, I mean you can get a post-comp diet as well, just so that your body doesn't rebound, because you can literally like blow up. After
Why does that happen, by the way?
So because we go through a water cut.
Okay.
So yeah, and then when you now
Pick up
introduce
again.
water again, like even the day after my show, I still couldn't drink water. I could just have a little bit so that I
So
don't
you
blow up.
so you go back
from
on
water weight.
lightly,
Yeah,
progressively.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's that.
Sure. Your
The
meals.
diet.
Yeah, the diet. You remember.
So my diet during prep, I was having, I think 6-7 meals, if not, no.
She's saying nah because Cyber is here, guys, okay?
Can't see him, but
Yeah, so let me just go through it like this. So I'd wake up, I'd have my pre-workout, because I have 2 sessions a day. I'd have my pre-workout, I'd have my intro workout, I'd have my post-workout meal, I'd have my meal 1, I'll have,
that's already 4.
meal 1, and then I'll have the rice and the eggs and the chicken, that's meal 5.
The chicken.
And then there was tuna, which I
Staple.
hated.
Wow.
I hated that meal.
But you still have to
I
just
still
take it
had
down.
to eat it. It was the tuna,
Sure.
then pre-workout, then intra, then post, then my last meal. Yeah.
What time is lost meal of the
Yeah,
day?
guys. I remember
That-
there was a time where we woke up at 11:30 to have our last meal.
Really?
Yeah.
Because
time
you
is it?
have to have
Because
that
you have
last
to
meal.
have that meal. I was cutting
Yo.
it in the beginning, but I realized that it was slowing down my metabolism, so I decided, you know what, I have to. I remember there was a day Sabo was even like fast asleep with a bowl on his chest.
Oh
of
wow.
cold chips.
That's
Yeah.
hectic.
But you gotta get it.
But you gotta get it in.
What time was bedtime then? You guys go to
I
sleep
mean,
early?
we'd sleep early because we're so tired, and then we'd set an alarm to wake up and eat the last meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a way you look comp.
Yes.
And there's a way you look post comp. How do you like? What's your personal,
Preference.
shape that you prefer, like post comp or pre comp? How do you?
Okay, so let's
you.
rather say on season and off
On season, off season. Let's do
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
my on season body is banging. So
Amen.
You know, I mean, I'm so comfortable with it, but the only problem is like for me, I really feel like it's not something I can maintain for a very long time.
Yeah.
Obviously, because the diet is so restricted.
Yeah.
So obviously, when I'm off season, I mean, in the beginning I was doing a bulk, but now things have changed because I've got a surgery coming up. But yeah, either way, I still try to always look appealing because I mean that's my business. That's how I
Yes, that's your brand.
that's who I am.
That's the bread and
That's
butter.
my brand,
Yeah.
100%. So I need to make sure that I look a certain way. You know, I may not be 5% body fat all year round, but I still need to make sure that when I lift up my top, the abs are still there.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many? 8, 10?
No, I wish. I
What
wish. It's still
percentage
6.
body fat are you?
Right now,
Yeah.
I have no idea. I'm probably off the scale. honestly speaking.
But that's to your standard.
Exactly.
Yeah,
you
that's to my
probably
standard.
it's probably
But
like
that's also another
11%.
thing. I feel like once you've been on stage,
Yeah.
you'll never be satisfied with the way you look because you
Sure.
always want to chase that look that you were on stage. So like I always say that bodybuilders probably have like body dysmorphia of some sort.
Facts.
Because afterwards you always like, oh my gosh, because you remember you had these solid rock hard abs and now you still have just a line and just, 4-pack now
Yeah.
instead of a 6, and then you get a bit hard on yourself. But I think it's just the motions of the sport, yeah.
Yes. How's the pressure of like, keeping up appearances in terms of like, don't you have like some low days where you're just like, I don't feel like doing this? How do you sort of deal with those days?
Yeah. I mean, I'm human after all.
Thank you.
And I do
Very
have those
important.
days. But also, I do have a responsibility. I think other than pressure, I don't see it as pressure per se,
yeah.
but I see it as a responsibility.
Yeah.
I have, there's a sense of responsibility to my community and my audience, and of course my sponsors and. So that for me is something that's very big. I mean, even when I don't feel like doing it, like even now, all I'm doing is just jogging to at least, keep the weight down and look decent, because I can't lift heavy weights right now. So yeah, definitely, I have to, but I do have low days, and I do cry and have my glass of wine and have my ice cream when those days come. But then after that, we get up the next day, dust off, and the show goes on.
You move on.
You said you have a surgery coming up.
Yeah. Yes.
What happened?
And are you good?
What did you
No,
heard?
I'm doing cosmetic surgery.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
So we're gonna see it on the gram now.
Yes,
That's
we're gonna
right.
sit on the
Cool.
camera.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I mean, you're also a corporate hun, as you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
You are 9 to 5. How do you manage? Actually, what is your profession?
Okay.
And then
so-
how do you manage the
All of it.
the balance between
Yeah.
training and work?
Okay, so I'm a key accounts manager at Avis Fleet. So essentially what we do, we lease out vehicles and I basically babysit my customers. That's what,
Yeah.
that's what I do.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Gang, yeah.
But juggling it, I mean, I'm still struggling now. I mean, just last week actually, I was having a panic attack because work is so hectic and there's just anxiety and there's so much pressure from work. But I mean, I always say that gym is the most underrated antidepressant.
Sure.
Hell
So it kind of balances itself out in that way. And I mean, if I don't have the time to go to gym, I'll put on a YouTube video and I'll do some shadow boxing at home, or I'll jog, or I'll do some skipping. But at the end of the day, I'm still getting my workout done, whether I'm in the gym or not. Yeah.
Okay. This is what we're saying. You guys are you're a super human,
Superhero.
superhero. You know.
Superhero.
How's that? Now you've got that. You're a mom.
Oh.
You're somebody's person. Yeah, 9 to 5, hun. How do you balance
Yeah.
all of that
Juggling
time
all
with your little one? You
Yeah.
know? How's
So,
that?
I mean-
how's the schedule looking like?
I always laugh. I'm like, if I can just get 2 extra hours.
Just two.
That's extra hours in a day, you know? But I think it's all about planning and prioritizing
Yeah.
and knowing what's important, you know? I'm one person that really likes planning stuff. When things go out of the way, I literally lose it. I get so mad. So I like to plan things to the T. Yes, I am spontaneous to a certain degree. However, there are certain things where if I'm saying, okay, I'm going to go to gym from 6 to 7, from 7 o'clock I'm going to shower, from 8:30 I'm going to go into my huddle, from my huddle I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, you know. So obviously, so I'm in between my boyfriend's place and at home, and then I'll go see my son as well. Sometimes I'd have him over for the weekend. Obviously just so I please both of them.
Yeah, well.
You know? So I please both of them. Obviously there are days during the week that I'm also at home where I get to spend time with my son. So yeah, it's like I said, it's all about planning and prioritizing.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
You have a partner who competes as well.
Yes.
He feels your pain, your highs, your lows. How does that influence you as a, an athlete?
Yes. I think it's great. I mean, essentially we like you said, he feels my pain, I feel his pain, you know, so it's a great support structure. But I think also
Face. You know when your girl's about to be like, I'm about to tell you something. Shade coming.
Let me tell you this.
Tell us, girl.
The shade
Honestly,
coming.
because I'm the girlfriend.
Tell
Now,
us, girl.
I remember I even told him, like, I think sometimes you forget that I'm also on prep. Because I'd have to do this for him, do that, and I still have to do it for myself as well,
Yeah.
even though I'm going through prep. So in the beginning, we had a bit of a... I remember the one day he made himself food and not me.
Ah.
Yeah.
You can look at him. You can look.
I was like, this guy. You know, I was like to him, but...
What was his
no,
excuse?
I didn't know that you want to eat now.
And then,
Yeah.
you know what? We'll have him to hear his side of the story.
100%. Cyber, we on? We on? Okay. Tell us about your pet peeves in the gym. Like, what are some of your pet peeves in the gym?
Loud guys, first of all. Like, imagine you are loud, but lifting a weight smaller than mine.
Wowzers. Can I be? We were talking about it. We were just like Z looks stronger than a whole lot of guys.
I was
No,
gonna
that's
She
say.
is
true.
fitter than
Yeah.
a whole lot of guys.
is very,
She
very
pushes.
And I like the fact that she says that's true.
That's very
It's
true.
true, it's
Many
true.
people like to be like fake models, like, no,
No,
man.
say it with your
no,
chest.
no,
You've worked hard for it.
You know, and I think also, another one is, you know, on the barbell,
Yeah.
when they put a 5, then a 20, then a 10, then a 15,
I
then
actually
a
hate
5,
that
then a-
also.
I hate
I-
it.
it
On
doesn't
the leg press machine. Yo, it
You must
pisses me.
put the biggest
That
weight
one.
first. And
Then, yeah, but
and then
exactly.
some order in your
mathematics,
life.
100%,
Please.
100%.
I feel like it's a beginner. It's a beginner.
Sometimes
Rookie
it's not,
mistakes, I don't
eh?
think
I
so.
don't
I
think
feel like
so.
I've seen some guys that have come to the gym so many times. And of course, not wearing nice clothes to the gym.
Yo,
Drip.
Yo,
You
drip,
know,
drip.
drip.
You need to.
Nangu
You
tatako.
need to.
Gym
you need
drip.
to. You can't be color blocking at the gym. No.
I won't lie, like between men and women, women's
Oh,
gym
man.
drip is
Oh
like,
man.
it's like
100%.
here. Men
That's
like we just wear. I've seen guys wearing work shoes, bro.
And
I've seen that too, or jeans.
you know those
And I'm not
branded,
throwing shade.
branded t-shirts. I don't want to say
I'm not
that.
even throwing shade, but like, how do you feel comfortable in work shoes, bro? At
Sure.
the gym.
I've seen
Squatting.
I've seen a guy with a jean.
Like if you go to the
Yeah,
beach, do you
yeah.
wear gym shoes? You wear.
Yo,
Yeah. So those for me.
what are some of the key? What is the advice that you can give to people to look good at the gym, to do certain things proper at the gym? Is there an etiquette for being at the gym?
For being at the gym,
Put your weights
Yeah.
back.
like looking nice at the gym.
All of
Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
First of all, smell nice.
sure.
Just
But sweat does not smell like you know like ultra male.
just a little bit, not too much.
Yeah.
And then of course, buy nice gym clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I drop what I'm wearing right now, but I carve you guys with the other brand.
You know, which is quite interesting. No, but we're a big community, you know, so we aight.
So
We aight.
yeah, but anyway, pop into Under Armour, guys.
And then Puma.
That, and I think invest in good gym clothes. I mean,
Yeah.
there's gym clothes that will last you, tights that will last you for 3-5 years because they're good quality clothes. And
true that.
I think, obviously, if you're going to do legs, like show your legs. If you're going to do shoulders, show your shoulders. You know, so that
True.
obviously when we're passing, when the hands are passing at the gym, they're like, "Oh, look at the
Okay.
guy's shoulders. You know, or look at the leg game. Even as a high, you know.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. I think that's
Do guys approach you a lot at the gym?
no. I've got a poker face on it.
Yo, even the way she said no, I was like, hey, I'm shook.
No, they don't.
Don't
Like
come
they
in.
look
Really?
from afar. I'll
Don't
tell
come
you
in.
that much. They'll look from afar. You're
Right now, is it because they know who you are and they
gonna
just
ask, yeah.
or is it just
No,
like your
it's
poker
always
face?
been
Intimidated
that
by
way.
the-
Is
It's
it?
always been that way. I mean, obviously, from what I come from,
Yeah.
one of my biggest goals, why I looked the way I did, especially in the beginning of my journey, was to look intimidating to a man. So they had to think like 50 million times before they come up at me.
So how did Cybo come up to you?
Huh?
Uh-huh. She said, huh? Yeah, guys, that question was not on the list of
God,
things.
It was not. It was not. So actually, I met. So he's been in my.
Can you
DMs.
see how her posture just
Changed completely.
We know
Now
there's
like
true
this.
love. We know there's true love.
Body language, man.
Nah. So
what happened was, so he's actually been in my DMs a couple of times, but not like.
He slid. Nicely.
Not like, yeah, but he was like being a nice person, like, oh, you're doing well, blah, 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 blah. And I wasn't even. I was like, who's this guy?
He's looking, he's like,
I'm like, who's
Really?
this guy?
he's lying.
So anyway, then it was a day. I actually had lunch with Pelo, a very good friend of ours. And then he was like to me, no, I'm going to Jameli, I'm going to meet up with Cyber. I'm like, who the hell is Cyber? He's like, just come, Z, we'll have a round of drinks and then you'll go home. I was like, okay, cool. Get to Jameli. This thing looks in. It wasn't all.
Hey. Hectic butterflies. He's like, hi.
Takes off his hat. Someone. Whatever. And then we chatted,
mesmerized.
and then I got him, and then we shared a Jägermeister. We had a shot together. Then we started chatting across the table from each other in the DMs.
Oh, hectic.
And
Sweet.
then at the end of the night. So
Wait. Come back.
Pause.
Rewind. Across the table, but on the DMs.
Yeah, so
Wow.
so there was 4 of us on the table.
Yeah.
4 was
A man
myself,
didn't waste
Pelo,
time.
Sbu, and Saibo, yes. So
Okay.
he was sitting across the table from me, but obviously we're all conversating.
Yeah.
But Saibo and I also having like our DM
Yeah.
chat.
And he's like, yeah, you're really funny, you know.
And no, so my foot
No,
was
we want to
sore,
know.
and I wanted him to give me a foot massage.
Okay.
And then he was like,
Hi,
"No,
Bo.
we'll
Sorry,
meet."
you guys just met. Excuse me, I'm just asking.
Didn't ask for this.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Give us the scoop.
So he was like, no, we'll
We
meet
love
at
this
the corner
story.
table. And then I was like, so I'm busy looking around, looking for a corner table. We didn't find a corner table. So at the end of the night, he offered to take me home. And then, yeah.
Gentleman.
That's right.
And then, actually, our first pit stop was here. He had to drop off Shudu's food.
Okay.
And then, as we drove out, it was late. Oh, also, guys, it was when Cupcake was like, the country was shutting us down again
Oh,
that day.
shucks. Okay.
So I was like, he's not going to make
So this is where 2020, ne?
2021, last year.
Okay, this was okay.
Yeah,
last year.
so I'm like, you're not going to make curfew. You can't take me to Kempton Park and come back to the north. You're not going to make it.
Yeah.
So as we're driving out, I'm like to him, do you have an oversized t-shirt I can sleep in? And he didn't even hesitate to say anything. He just shot at a U-turn and we ended up in his house.
Okay.
And then he's been stuck with me ever since.
That's right.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
He's also, I mean, he looks good.
Yeah.
He's in great shape. Obviously, you get some Huns who are also like
Now they're sliding in.
they're
They're
shooting
sliding
their
in.
shots. Do you have to beat people?
No, that's not necessary. I think the biggest thing in a relationship is definitely trust. You know,
Facts.
it has been something that I've struggled with in the beginning. With him, obviously, we all have a history.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're two individuals coming together. But I think now it was just once we had decided that, okay, we are going to make this a monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
So that's on him. If he catches any shots, that's
He
on
will
him.
catch some hands.
No, not
other
even, you know. But I do trust him.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, that it was something in the beginning that was a bit of a struggle, but it's definitely something that we've worked on. And I think, look at him. You know,
That's
I wouldn't
right.
blame the hands. They can look, but they can't touch.
That's
Even
right.
he can look, but he can't touch. Yeah.
True story.
Have you been out the country?
So I've only done Mozambique.
Okay.
Yeah, actually next year I want to compete in the UK.
Nice.
Yeah. So
What's on your bucket list?
my bucket list.
Travel wise, right?
Travel wise,
Travel-wise,
and things you want to do. Yeah, so
So
travel wise.
I definitely want. There's no PG here.
No, zero.
I definitely want
Amsterdam.
like after I've changed, after like a prep, I want to be like in Barbados, like a beautiful
Nice.
island with a thong on, and obviously
That's
my
right.
surgery will be
And a
doubled.
yacht again.
Do you understand? I really want to do that. That's one thing. I'd like to jump off something very high.
Have you
Like
before?
a plane.
No,
You're not bungee jumped.
I've never, no bungee
Really?
jumping, no none of that, no.
Okay.
But I think I'm
So
at
you need
a point
to you need
where-
to add adrenaline junkie to fitness junkie.
Hey.
That's true. I mean, actually, so this one time, Saibo, so he's a rider.
Pause.
Cycle.
Scooter. It's called a scrambler.
Scrambler.
He has
Why
a
aren't you
scrambler.
saying anything?
Right, off-road.
Yeah, he has
Okay,
an
off-road.
off-road bike, right?
Okay.
So when I first met him, I'd see it chilling there all the time. And then eventually, obviously we prepped, so we couldn't do anything dangerous because we were on prep. And then the one day he's like to me, no, actually, you know what? I'm going to wash my bike. Let's go riding. I was on the back of his bike. The following week, I went and I bought myself a quad bike.
Oh, dope.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
Oh, he influenced you.
Yeah.
100%. That's also, I want to
That's really
ride
dope.
my bike on like a track. He did it and he broke his shoulder.
Yeah, he was actually
His
telling us.
joint, yeah.
Hectic.
But yeah, I just want to do wild things.
Mm-hmm.
And financially, I'm okay now to do wild things.
Yeah, that's good. That's
You know,
good.
so it's, yeah, definitely for the next 10 years, from 30 to 40. You know, they usually say life begins at 40, but I want mine to begin at 30.
At 30, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Top 5 countries that you want to visit.
Amsterdam.
That's right. We all know why.
Red light.
Yes, Jamaica.
But wait, is it for the red light district or for the coffee shops?
For the coffee shop.
Coffee shops,
Yeah.
dope. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'd really like to go to the States.
Dope.
I'm not too sure which one though, right now. Like I said, anything that's like island vibes.
The States, New York is amazing.
Yeah, but I don't know what
What
I
else
can
is-
really do. You see, like Miami, you see there.
Yeah, you know you're gonna
Caliban,
groove.
Same,
I
man.
hear you.
Yes.
You like to party, Z. Okay.
Yeah. I definitely want to do Dubai. So we're doing Dubai this year.
Nice.
And Greece or Italy. One
Nice.
of the two. Or go.
Or both. Well, why not? You know? Why
Yeah.
not? Okay, cool.
In your journey, how have you stayed consistent? Consistent, you know.
Once again, it comes back to the responsibility I was talking
Yeah, I was
about.
gonna.
You know, sometimes I feel like I don't have a choice.
It's just like, I
You
gotta
know
do
what
what I
I'm
gotta
saying?
do.
Honestly speaking, I really feel like I don't, because Under Armour sitting as Z, we need our content. Grenade is sitting as Z, we need our content. Mang Mang, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And of course, my audience as well. Oh, you know, because I think sometimes we think we just training for the sake of it, but then when you start getting DMs like, you know, I wasn't going to go to gym and then I saw your post-workout
Sure.
boomerang and I'm going to the gym. So that for me has been something that's really pushed me. And I think over and above that, I think the biggest shift in my consistency, if you want to call it that, has been in 2020, where I've always been the type of person I'd start something, stop. Start, stop. So I remember Sharal and I, we had a challenge called the 21-Day Better Habits Challenge. It actually started between the two of us,
Okay,
where
yeah.
we wanted to challenge each other for the year to just keep going and see what's going to happen. And then it turned into a Instagram challenge thing.
Okay.
But it's only been now that I've really pushed, and the fact that I saw what that consistency did for me, not only in a sense, just maybe my social media following has grown because of it. Brands come to me. Yeah, you know, it just keeps happening because of the work that I put in all the
100%.
time. Because I already knew what happens when I stop and I have to start again. I stop and I have to start again. You know, I need to keep refueling. Now imagine it's like a tank. You know, when it's on empty, it's going to cost you a lot of money to
100%
refill
to
it.
fill
But
it.
if it's like halfway or quarter tank, you just put in 300 and you're back
And you're back at-
Well, I don't know about now with the
I was
petrol
gonna
prices,
say, petrol
but you get what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say. Yeah. So for me, I think it's definitely been that. And like I said, once again, it's just there's a responsibility that I have. Yeah.
Are you and Cheryl, well, that time were you doing Herbalife?
Yes, we were doing Herbalife.
Are you still on?
So I sell Herbalife,
Okay.
but I'm not. Hey, here's a shake. No, that's not me.
Okay.
And also another thing, I just feel the way Herbalife is in South Africa, I don't like the way they sell the business. I feel like it's very materialistic,
Sure.
and it takes away from the health aspect
The product
of the
itself.
business. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I can't be competing against a a car and I have my wisdom of nutrition and you'll find people saying, I started Herbalife and this happened, and they'll usually say, take this product and add to it.
Yes.
And that's not the thing, where you just say, stop using this product and use the other one. Not just keep adding stuff. So that for me, I just felt like like I said, my knowledge was going to waste in that space, because I was competing with houses and cars and this and that and Gucci's and Louis Vuittons, and that's not what I'm about. And of course, I also have to be half naked to sell a shake. I can't do that. So it is a great product. Some of their products are absolutely amazing. I mean, I always say the Rebuild Strength is one of my top protein shakes. It's also something I'd put in an eating plan for a client, hence I'm saying that I still do it, or I still have clients that would come to me and still buy Herbalife, but I'm not like endorsing it. I'm on a big scale on my social media.
Okay, cool. And then in terms of other supplements, what else do you sort of take, if you're allowed to sort of mention?
So now I've actually just gotten introduced to Harvest Table.
Okay.
I'm doing a campaign with them. It's a 3-month campaign, kind of testing the waters with them if I really want to or not, if they really want to or not. But it's a very great product that I'm using now. So they do like collagen, like protein powders with collagen and BCAAs and glutamine. It's kind of like a all-in-one tub. I just signed up with Grenade now. So they do like bars, protein bars, energy drinks. They also do pre-mixed protein shakes as well. Nice. But on the UK scale, they have a huge range of supplements, like sports supplements, your creatines, your fat burners, and yeah.
When it comes to working with brands, do you want to ask it this way, right?
Yeah.
Do you sometimes just look at the check and you say, okay, cool, I'm going to get the bag? Or do you just look at what the brand stands for and like, what are we doing?
Yeah. For me, it's definitely been, first of all,
bit of both.
I think a lot of fitness brands don't want to pay.
Sure.
And I think this is also something, like I'm being honest, like
please, we need
real
to.
Convos.
We need
a lot of fitness brands don't want to pay, but I'm at a point where I can't do work for a shake.
Okay.
Or a tub of protein or whatever. So I'll definitely look at what the brand ethos is. Is it aligned with me? And that's why it's so easy for me to be able to post a Harvest Table every day, because it's something that I would use.
Okay. Yeah.
I can't post a flat tummy tea or whatever. Well, I'm not talking about the brand per se, but a slimming tea.
Yeah.
It's not something that's aligned with what I talk about or what I preach on a daily. So definitely I do look at what a brand stands for and what I stand for as a brand, and is there some sort of alignment in there? Because if there isn't, it's going to be so obvious that this one,
yeah.
Even when I did a campaign with Coin Health, yes, as much as it was so curated, I used all my supplements, my vitamins and stuff were from them when I was going through my prep. You know what I'm saying? So I always make sure that whatever brand that I work with, it's a brand that I will use, even if it's not now, but it's definitely a brand that I can use whether I'm prepping or I am God knows what. But definitely there needs to be alignment between myself and the brand.
What if the bag is like so sweet? It's just like
so sweet.
It's so sweet.
Man, you know what? That's the thing. I think our audiences are not stupid.
100%.
They're not blind to these things. Sometimes they can tell that this one just did it for the bag. But
which is not a nice feeling, by the way, for your audience to feel that way,
100%.
right?
100%. I mean, if it's going to be a big bag, it's going to be a long campaign.
100%.
So how long am I going to have to keep up this fakeness for this bag? You know what I'm saying? So if let's say for argument's sake, it's a brand that's not necessarily aligned to me, but we can look at at a longevity with them and maybe see 3 months down the line, maybe something will happen in my life that you guys can fit into.
Sure.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's different. But if it's something that's totally like out of my, like there's a drink I've once had and it made me sick. I even said even if they gave me 5 million, I would not.
5 million on the table,
I wouldn't, because what's going to happen tomorrow? People are going to say, Z, we drank this thing because of you, and now we are sick. Every day we wake up with a hangover, and I don't want to now be every time I must be explaining myself. That's also another thing, you know, because remember, when people say, no, but we bought this because of you and it's not working, then you also have to answer to them. Once again, goes back to the responsibility I keep talking about. Yeah.
Talking about bags, like how, as being a brand influencer as well, how financially stable would you say the influencer stratosphere is?
I think, how do I answer this one? Do I answer it for me?
Answer it for you.
No.
Answer it for you.
So,
It's directed
and the real
I
thing.
think I've earned my stripes in the influencer game.
That's
So with
right.
her
You know,
chest.
Paid your dues.
Like, yes. If I'm wearing Under Armour, every month there's a salary coming through.
Oh, lovely.
If I'm walking into a wellness warehouse, every month there's a salary coming through. If I am taking a grenade bar, there's a salary coming through. So that's how I work it now.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, there will be those odd big campaigns that will pay you anything from 20 to 50, 60, 70K, whatever it is. But I still have my brands, my sponsors that pay me every single month. So even if it just so happens that once again I get retrenched from work, at least I know that I still have
100%.
my brands that will still, you know, sort me out. And then, like I said, there's also those bigger campaigns. But also, guys, the thing about being an influencer and getting 10,000, man, the following day there's 20K, the following day there's 30K, the next day there's 2K, you know? So I think also another thing is, you need to, when you're an influencer, just an influencer, you need to be able to budget. Because the thing is, there will come a time where you look at your bank account and you're like, yo, this is a lot of money. And you go on a spending spree and then
the next
there's a
2
drought
months, there's
of
no
campaigns.
work.
You know, and then now you don't have work. And unfortunately, you don't have those brands that pay you every single month. So I think that's something that, especially the influencers that are making good, big money. I remember in January, I was like, this in money.
Swimming.
I was swimming.
That's a nice
in money,
feeling.
you know, to a point. Hence, I'm saying that budget is very important.
You will get carried away.
There was a time I looked at the amount of money I spent. I was like, how?
I like this.
You know what I'm saying? How?
How sweet.
But yeah, definitely. If you're in that game, you need to learn to budget.
Just on that, how important is it? Especially, let's be real. As Black people, sometimes we haven't been taught to budget or budget properly. How do you do that? Do you have an advisor, or do you just do it your way?
So, I am a certified life coach, and my brand
right.
has an holistic approach to wellness, and financial wellness is one of the aspects.
So important.
We love it. We love it.
And of course, coming from an accounting background as well, so I'm a certified bookkeeper and a macroeconomist.
Guys, beauty with brains,
But it doesn't
power.
matter.
It's power.
But yeah, I usually do a lot of my budgeting. I'm not gonna lie and say I'm like on the ball with that one, because we can go out. We're going out for one drink and the bill comes back as 1.5.
100%.
You know?
Yeah.
These things happen.
This is life.
But it's like, it's fine. It was mang.
Like the day you met Cyber, it was one drink and then, you know, you guys stayed
although
for
I didn't
longer.
pay the bill that day.
No, but it was there.
It was supposed to be one drink.
And then things happen. Yeah.
In
that's
Rivonia.
Happily ever after.
But yeah, I think definitely know what your consistent expenses are.
Yeah.
Obviously, know also how much am I earning, and don't say because this month I have 25,000 because it's a good month.
I cannot blow.
Yabo. Always look at it. If the minimum is always 12K, okay, say 12K.
Yeah.
So even if you do have a surplus, it's fine. And of course, I think saving is also very important. You know, so I do have an advisor in the sense that I have like my life policies and all of that with him. And then of course I want, there's stocks now is something that I want to get into. I don't know if I really want to get into Bitcoin after this documentary on Netflix.
I was gonna ask you if you know about crypto. Are you
all
gonna...
of that. I'm seeing this thing on Netflix now, and I'm asking myself, do I really want to put my money into this? You know, so it's one of those things. But Yeah, and I think over and above that, also just learn to enjoy your money, but there must be a threshold because we work so hard for money. I mean, I'm at a
100%.
point where, like I'm saying, I just woke up and the following day we were going to view quad bikes, and I went and I bought a quad bike, and there's no finance.
And
on
quad bikes ain't cheap. Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's one of those things.
Do you believe in Bitcoin? Do you believe in crypto? Do you believe in the future of money? He said,
You're not there yet.
That's your partner? I like this answer.
I don't believe no.
Digital. What's digital?
Did you guys see that documentary? Did you see it?
Guys,
What's it called?
Z
again?
took out her mom voice. Did you guys see that?
What's the thing called?
So, no.
The crypto. What?
Trust no one.
Yo,
It's called Trust No One.
Trust no one.
I forgot what the bottom tagline is, but it's Trust No One.
just no one.
Especially the Bitcoin people.
Sure.
Also, because those are the guys who they
Comment on all your pictures. How can you trust someone like that? How? They
And
don't
then-
follow
But
you.
then there's
and then
also
they
the
hack
don't know you.
And then they hack your account.
your
And then
account.
you see-
and then they post those
and then
things.
you
I
must
just
trust
made
them with your
30,000.
With
Everyone
your
who I
money.
see, I'm like, yep, you got hacked. You press the link. You press the link.
You see.
But there's also the Twitter swindler. So
That's
Tinder
true.
swindler.
Tinder swindler.
You know, there's
That's
people
true.
out here in the streets who are
Yeah,
doing
well-
funny things.
So
Sure. Advice to other influencers as well, then, like, you know, in terms of finances and picking brands and not
Yeah,
being a
that's-
brand
that's
whore.
important.
Sorry, I'm gonna say it like that.
no, that's true,
Beep.
that's true.
Beep, yeah.
A brand hole. So guys, I have an ebook called How to Build a Brand. Only costs 350 rand.
Ah, Z's yet.
Simply send me
Say.
an email on bookings@fitnessjunkie.co.za and I will give you the manual on how to build a brand.
Wow. Even with the voice.
Even
Everything.
with the voice.
everything.
And that's
Everything.
it, yeah.
Perfect.
I have an ebook that
Okay,
will help
dope.
people to do that. I actually hosted a webinar in
I love that. The game is not
2020.
told, the game is sold.
So, boy.
Yeah, I had a webinar. For some reason, people didn't buy into it. I don't know why. But I always get, Z, how do I build a brand? How do I
Yeah.
make money out of social media? And I'm just like, guys, there is a platform. I created a platform, but for some reason, people were not buying into it. But I still do have the ebook that people can buy the soft copy. Yeah,
So you're an author.
Z, you're
That too.
multifaceted, right?
that too. I'm an author.
You're an author. You didn't mention that in the beginning.
Yeah, I forgot.
How do you you know keep pushing yourself in terms of growth?
Yeah.
You know, because you know you're in fitness, you're multifaceted. You know
Are we
what
gonna
I
see
mean?
you act one of these good days?
No, I'm not good at that.
Like, no, not there, not there.
Unless, I mean, they want someone to kick someone or punch something or lift something.
I mean, you can never say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, that I can do.
Okay,
But
yeah.
to literally act, I can't do that.
Would you ever do a reality show?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay.
I would.
Nice.
Yeah.
What would you base it around? Both of you, as in you and your partner, or?
I mean, it'll depend at the time.
Okay, yeah.
You know, funny you asking that. The other day I was like, actually, you know, I don't know if I want to do this thing like on, because it's something I want to do. I don't know if I want to do it on both our platforms or just one. He was like, no, babe, but there's people that just buy into Z, and then there's people that buy into Z and Cyber. So
That's really important, eh?
yeah, it didn't click to me,
Mm.
but he, you know, he's literally the brains. Funny enough. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Shout
So
out.
what was the question again?
No. The question was, how do you push yourself to grow? in,
Oh,
like,
how do I
different-
push myself to
different
grow?
aspects?
To get into the next thing and the
Yeah.
next
Yeah, and the next thing, and the next thing, and the next.
Because you're clearly not comfortable with staying in one
In
place.
one place, yeah. So I get bored quickly, very easily and very quickly. So I need to create a different environment for myself. And I think also the world just keeps evolving all the time,
that.
you know, and you can't stay in the same place all the time. And I mean, it would be retarded for me to do the same thing every day and expect a different outcome.
100%.
Yeah.
So, of course, I always, like I said, I'm also a very goals-driven person. So I'll set small milestones for myself. And once I've reached that, it's on to the next one. Once I've reached that, it's on to the next one. So that's how I kind of pace myself and kind of, okay, Z, we've won a show now. What happens now?
Next,
Okay,
yeah.
We've written a book. What happens now?
Yeah.
Okay, we have a boyfriend.
Whatever is now.
put a ring on it.
On it, brother.
So basically, you're not canceling out the bitcoins and all that. You're just saying, in time,
I don't know.
you'll get there.
Let's wait on this Bitcoin thing because, hey,
It's tricky.
I don't see myself doing it right now. I think
Yeah.
also because I don't have a lot of information
About it.
Yeah.
Then NFTs, also
What's NFTs?
Yeah.
non-fungible tokens. Okay,
That's another space that.
Yeah. Let's hit the rapid fire questions and then.
Rapid fire question. Oh my
Yeah, this we couldn't send you. Askies. And then we'll check if Nate has any questions.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna put it there so you don't even see. One exercise you could do for the rest of your life. One exercise.
What exercise
What are you
I
doing?
could do for the rest of my
You
life?
can't do anything else. Eh?
Leg
Like it's-
press.
Leg press. Damn.
Dope.
Fire, next.
Fire next,
Dope.
brother.
Jimmy Choo heels or trainers?
Trainers.
Okay. Plant or diet? Plant or meat? Plant, diet
Oh,
or
what
meat?
kind of question is that? Meat.
He likes meat.
Yes.
Not even,
Next, fire.
Help me. Which one do you have there?
Curls or rows?
Curls or rows? Curls.
Curls. Okay, cool. Being indoors or outdoors?
Outdoors.
Cardio.
Actually, indoor. I don't know.
Choose quickly.
Depends on the weather.
Okay, I go on.
Wait. Cardio or weights?
Weights.
Yoga or Pilates?
None.
Oh, wow.
Fit guy or personality guy? You can't have both.
Huh?
Yeah.
Personality.
Nice.
Okay.
Because
I can
sometimes
fix him.
I never looked at it that way. But you're right.
him.
I can fix him.
He doesn't want to be fixed. I know it's rapid fire. He doesn't want to be fixed. This is me. I'm not a gym
Every
guy.
guy I've been with that is not fit always turned out fit.
Yeah, because
Influence.
it's influence and
Influence.
for the better because
Yeah.
he mustn't pull you to now being
Yes.
anyhow and being sluggish
Influence.
and whatever.
Yes.
Cycling or swimming,
Swimming,
burpees or push-ups,
push-ups,
squats or lunges,
That's tough.
leg press.
so
Wine.
leg press is your
I
go-to.
don't like squats. I don't like lunges.
Really? Sharks. So
Wine or protein shake?
Wine.
that's right. That's no wait. I've got a few more.
I think I've run out of.
I've got a few more. Crop tops or sports bras is the same thing. Isn't it?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same
Same
thing,
shit.
right?
Shorts or leggings?
Leggings.
Workout alone or workout with a friend?
Alone.
Reading physical books or audiobooks?
I don't read.
You don't read.
YouTube.
Basically.
But you have an ebook. Now you're
Yes.
telling me you don't read.
Yeah, I don't read.
That's the truth.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. That's her truth.
Nate doesn't like it when I say that.
Yeah, he doesn't like
I
it.
know
Like,
it's true.
Nate is not supposed to be talking. Guys, Nate is the guy behind the camera. Don't mind him. Don't mind his voice.
But we love his opinion.
Okay, wait. It says protein shake versus protein bar.
It's an interesting one.
A ball?
A bar. CrossFit versus boxing.
Boxing.
Morning session, night session. Training.
Night.
Night. Last one. Plank versus. No, I've got another one. Plank versus crunches.
Crunch.
Burger versus pizza.
A pizza?
Yeah, wow.
I like that one.
A bit of both. Is that a hard one for you because you like both?
I like food.
Sure,
I
okay.
like food.
Alright.
But I think
we love food.
a burger. No, a pizza. It will depend.
It all
A
depends.
pizza.
Yeah.
A
yes,
pizza.
I said a pizza.
This is the last
Pizza.
question. What's the best advice you've received from someone in the fitness space and that you've sort of like taken on? It's fine. There can be more than one.
Yeah.
trying to filter. I'm surrounded by such amazing people.
People.
I'm just trying to filter. I think the one thing that's stuck with me till today was that if you want to do something, you're more than capable to do it. You know, I remember Rick, I was actually coming off of a flight and he said it to me, he's like, Z, you see you're the realist, and if you want to do something, you can do it. And I was like, aight, nigga. Shout.
Wow.
Yeah. And I think also just for people to be able to see that you're a real, authentic person, you know, that speaks volumes for me. The fact that we are on a real what, and I'm real.
We love it.
But yeah, that definitely for me is just, so I'm at a point where now, whenever I do something, I have that mindset of, I will see it through because
100%.
someone believes that I can do it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Would you still be doing it if you weren't making so much guap?
Ooh.
Yes. I did it
question.
from the first day when I wasn't getting any guap until today. I'll keep doing it because it's my lifestyle. It's like, once again, it's not something that I just picked up from anywhere, you know. It's a drug for me. It's something that I need to fuel and feed continuously, and even when I get older, I'm still going to come to the gym. I may not lift as heavy as I used to, but I'll still have a physical aspect to me because I feel like that's a part of my life. Yeah. My content might change drastically to other different aspects of my life or of my brand, but fitness will always be part of who I am.
A pillar.
Do you think the influencers, the influencer, you know, thing will still be around when we like 50? Do you think you'd still be posting like?
I don't know about that, I don't know about that because I mean, 5 years ago, influencers weren't making so much money, and now people are earning really good money from a campaign. So we don't know where social media or technology is going to take us, but I think if you ground yourself now in a sense that wherever it goes, you'll still be relevant in whatever area it is, I think that's very, very important. So, of course, like once again, always growing yourself, doing this, doing that, you know what I'm saying?
Having a
so
craft.
I'm saying that, yes. So even if the era changes or the sphere that we're working in changes, you can still be relevant.
What are we gonna see from you this year? What can we expect?
This year, new boobies.
You heard it here first.
This year, okay, definitely that. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to go on stage. It's one of those things. YouTube channel.
Dope.
With Saba and myself.
That'd be interesting.
Definitely.
And then we get to hear his side of the story.
No, it's my side of the story. Okay. And of course, just good content, more quality. Under Armour and I are still going strong. Of course, introducing new brands as well. And yeah, for now, that's about it. I am working on a masterclass.
Nice.
Because I think maybe now it's a different scale and people can actually see me and it's not over the internet. So definitely working on that because I can see that a lot of people want to do what I do. And I won't be reading, I will be telling you guys.
Yes.
Nate.
Yes.
We love it here.
So that's me, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome, man.
Close
Awesome.
it off, man.
Yeah, well, like we've had so much fun. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
On our maiden journey of this.
That's right.
Yeah, we've had fun. See you guys on the next episode. It's gonna be on our Instagram, our YouTube. So like, subscribe, and see you next time. Boom. Gang. Thank you so much.
Can we take pictures and then we good?
That was fun.
That was really nice.
That was fun times.
Thanks, guys.